Mary Kay Ash was born in Hot Wells, Texas on May 12, 1918. While studying to be a doctor, she was selling for Stanley Home Products. When she realized what a natural salesperson she was, she decided to go full-time. And after 25 years of selling, she decided that she had had enough and that she started to write a book. Little did she know that this book would turn into her business plan. Her dream was to open a cosmetics business, and on September 13, 1963, she started what soon turned into a cosmetics empire. With $5,000 in savings, she bought the formula for a skincare cream and opened her store in Dallas, Texas. Her and her 9 beauty consultants made $200,000 profit in the first year alone. The company did so well, she started getting calls for interviews by 60 Minutes. And then in 1968, the company went public as Mary Kay Inc. Mary Kay Ash retired in 1987 and became chairman of the company. Walter Ellis Disney was born on December 5, 1901, Chicago, Illinois. Although he spent most of his childhood growing up in Marceline, Missouri, Walt Disney grew up in a big family with 3 brothers and a sister, all from his father, Ellis Disney, and his mother, Flora Call Disney. At an early age, Walt spent a lot of his time drawing and selling his drawings to make extra cash. He often collaborated his love for nature and art. Although his father could be quite stern, his mother and his older brother Roy encouraged him to pursue his talent. At the age of 16, after being rejected by the military service, he was sent overseas for a year by the Red Cross to drive an ambulance and to chauffeur the Red Cross officials. When Walt returned from France, he started to pursue a career in commercial art and started a company called Laughograms. After his company fell short, he headed west to Hollywood with a suitcase and $20 to his name. On July 13, 1925, he married a former employee, Lillian Bounds, then had 2 daughters, Diane and Sharon. He started to become known as a Hollywood figure after his success of the cartoon Alice comedies. He began to create full-length animation musical features that were shown at theaters such as the Carthay Theater in Los Angeles. He then opened in 1955 his long dream of an amusement park called Disneyland Park. Continuing on from that, his popularity grossly multiplied across the world, and now, even after his death, his art and his dream is still carried on in many amusement parks around the world. Mary Kay. In the 1960s, women were quite modest and makeup wasn't such a necessity as it is now. And Mary Kay Inc. sure did have a contribution to the development for demand of cosmetics. Since Mary Kay Inc., cosmetics companies have been popping up all over the world, and now in the 21st century, the cosmetics industry is easily one of the top industries in Canada alone. Walt Disney. Before the 1950s, amusement parks were nothing like they are now. Maybe a Ferris wheel and a merry-go-round, but no big roller coasters and themed rides like they have now. Walt Disney turned a boring old amusement park into something that was actually amusing. Since Walt Disney, people have been developing and improving on his ideas, and turned the amusement park industry into a billion-dollar industry. Both Mary Kay and Walt Disney had an impact in their specific industries in a big way, but there's no doubt in my mind that Walt Disney takes home the prize. You could go out on the streets and ask a person, "Do you know who Mary Kay is?" And they may or may not know exactly what this person has done. Maybe they've never heard of her name before, but I'm certain that if you go out and ask around about Walt Disney, most everybody would know who you're talking about.